This is NewHampshireCrossCountry.com, powered by Runner's Alley. Our meet hub today brought to you by Arthur Thomas Properties and Hoka. We are at the 2022 Black Bear Invitational and joined by our boys varsity winners, Phillips, Exeter. Congratulations, guys. Why don't you go ahead, go down the line, introduce yourselves.
I'm Byron Grievous, a junior.
Oliver Brandis, senior.
Jack Hutchins, junior.
Mateo Bango, senior.
David Goodall, junior.
Pierce Covert, sophomore.
And Max Lacombe, junior.
Okay, guys, so first question I have for you is strategy. Talk to me about the game plan for going into the meet today.
I think I can start it. All right. I think the strategy mostly for today, at least personally, was place myself in around the top 10 and really close hard and mostly focusing on being economic up those hills and then really pushing the downhills or those flats.
I think a strategy we talked about before the race was trying to go out hard and conserve energy in the middle, and then having a good final kick. That was my strategy.
Yeah, thirded.
I think Max really said it, being economic uphills and then really kicking on the downhills, and then just having a really strong kick at the end to kind of show them what we got.
For me, it was trying to just group up with guys I'm close to and try to finish with them hard.
Ditto.
I mean, as a team, Manchester was obviously a great opportunity to see where we are with the schools in New Hampshire, because obviously we're in the prep school division. So other than this and NXR, this is a really good place to see how we will place against teams we will see in NXR, and hopefully we can, put a good showing there.
Yeah, definitely exciting that you'll be at NXR. I know that for sure. More into the race, I know we talked about hills being a little bit of a challenge. Any close battles? I know you guys were kind of looked like almost marked up with Co Brown here and there. It was back and forth from what I saw.
Well, personally, I had a battle with Aiden Cox for the first 2 miles, 2.5 miles before I made a final kick to really open that gap and sort of cruise in for the last 800 meters. I don't know about the rest of the team.
There was a very close battle between me and Mateo here, as well as Co Brown. There was the second and third, Tyler and Jamie, I believe, of Co Brown were right on our heels for a long time, and it was only at the end where we were able to put a little bit of distance between us, but it was a very close battle going into that single track.
Co Brown's fifth was in front of me for a lot of that race, so catching them and finishing in front of them was a really big deal.
Like Ollie said, there was a close battle between us, really hard kick at the end. We were kind of switching back and forth during the race. And yeah, lots of respect to Tyler and Jamie. They really brung it today.
Yeah, I mean, for me, the beginning was really rough. I got a little bit scrapped up and wasn't able to race how I would have liked to, but I definitely had a good time.
For me, I found myself in a pack for most of the race, and at the end got into a pretty intense kick battle with someone from Hanover, I think, and it was very fun to race against him.
I had a super close battle almost the entire way, after mile 1 with Co Brown's fourth runner. I think his name is Nikhil. And that was really fun going into the last 75 meters. We were neck and neck, and that final sprint was really big, I guess.
Cool, definitely a fun race to watch. So you guys talked about going to Nike Cross Regionals. What do you have scheduled between now and then?
So we have a lot of dual meets between now and then, as well as interschols, which is a battle between all of the preparatory schools in New England. That's something we are very excited for. But it's not our end goal. Our end goal is to go to Nike Cross Regionals and then qualify for Nationals and see what we can do when we get there.
Yeah. Obviously, it's going to be tough not being able to race for these next 2 weekends. We have a grace period between now and our next quad meet, I think between 3 other prep schools. So it's a good time just for us to regroup, take some good workouts, and then come back to race.
Okay. I got 2 questions in one for you. First, I want to know what shoes you ran in today, and then I want to hear who you're going to shout out.
Well, I was in my pink Nike Next for Sense, trying to baby the feet a little bit. Didn't want to wear my Dragonflies just because I knew the course was a little rocky. And I want to shout out my mom, dad, dogs, teammates, grandma. Yeah.
I wore Nike Dragonflies, and shout out to my parents who made the drive up here from New York City.
I wore Nike Victory XC spikes, and I want to shout out my family and all my teammates that push me every day.
I wore my Dragonflies, my Nike Dragonflies, and I want to shout out my teammates, Oliver for pushing me at the end there, as always, and my parents for making the drive and bringing my plants so I can put them in my room.
I had my faithful Nike Rogues. Shout out to Coach Davis for giving me some spikes. My parents, happy birthday Sam and Twiggy.
I had my Saucony Speed 2s, and I'd like to shout out my parents for making the drive here and also Coach Newbold.
I was wearing my Nike Victory cross country, and I'd like to shout out my parents for always supporting me, and then also Coach Newbold.
All right. Well, congratulations once again, guys, and good luck with the rest of your season. I know I'm looking forward to seeing you at NXR.